This is not a good start to our stream. Are we running now? I think we're running now. I hope we're running now. If anyone knows how to use Twitch, please feel free to check that we're running, guys. Normally I have Laura do such things, but she's sleeping right now. Either way, I'm going to assume we're running. Welcome, we are the Storyspeakers Guild, bringing you roleplay entertainment. Where our players last left off, they had made it into the, Green Parakeet Empire, and a woman was crying that her children were taken by birds.
I can hear you.
I hear you.
I hear you. Every now and then you blank out a little.
Oh, and we are live on Twitch. I'm watching the stream now. That would be where we probably need to think it might be a nest, huh? Well, since it's been an hour, I recommend that if we're going to go try find these kids, we go. So Lanthus looks to the party. If we are to rescue the children, we must go now.
I mean, we should have gotten the second we heard. Why aren't we going now?
Agreed. Why aren't we going now?
Very well. Stellantis moves towards that hill that you just spoke about.
I move with them.
I follow along.
As does Thrumgar. And I keep an eye out in the air to see if any of these birds, I just want to know how big they really
are. Make a perception for me, because there are lots of these birds. Of various types of birds.
I barely noticed the sky.
You notice the sky and the birds, but your perception's off. You're like, those aren't such big birds.
Because I'm looking at the one flying at 100,000 feet instead of the one that's right in front of me.
Yep.
Being as I'm the smallest one in the party, I'm going to try and watch out for the birds as well.
Roll a perception.
I tell him that I've already looked at the one, and I point at the one I'm looking at. Yay.
Tobald. These birds are of incredible sizes. Nothing smaller than the large category, so nothing smaller than like a horse.
Son of a bitch!
I prepare my arrows.
Do my perceptions, if I see what they're seeing. Like, we'll just. I'm cool just one image out for now. I can't get my. Ah, here we go. Ah, I shrunk it enough. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me about them. I don't see them right away.
Well, they're looking up in the sky, Cappy.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, you know, you're having trouble telling the birds, or how big the birds are too. Only Tobald has a full understanding.
Alright.
I'll give it a go. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
After I kind of glance at them, why are you guys pulling your weapons out? They don't look that big to me.
They pick up children. Maybe they swarm. Because the one I'm looking at doesn't look big enough to pick a child.
Same as Tobald. Devil. And Mom, same as Cappy, you can't really tell how big the birds are.
Yeah, I can't really see them that well. They don't look that big.
So
Are you blind?
Well, to be fair, I'm not actually as in short of stature as you.
Yeah, maybe because you are so small that's why they look so big.
Oh, so here comes the racism.
Nope, just the short jokes. If I was racist, I'd call you a gnome.
You bastard.
Slantis grins.
So, after about 10 minutes of travel, you've made it to the hill and began moving up it. You begin noticing that the large rocks form the outside of a rather large bird's nest.
Oh,
Shit.
are there eggs?
There are eggs.
Okay. How big are the eggs?
Are those purpley looking things in the middle?
Yep.
Oh, so the eggs are almost as big as me.
Yep.
Okay, now I really look up. I reevaluate how big these birds might be.
Yeah, I'd probably have to reevaluate myself. Look at them eggs.
So you look up, and as you look up, you see the trees. Then make a perception check for me.
Who'll make the perception check?
You see them, Salanthus. All the large birds on these incredibly large tree branches extending from these trees of incredible size.
Oh, holy crap. Do I see children?
You do see children, though in the nest. They seem to be unconscious laying there. Make a nature check for me, though. The eggs look like they will hatch soon.
Okay.
I go over and check the children.
As Tobald goes running over to check the children, everybody's initiative starts. As several birds swoop down to attack.
Oh, hell.
Definitely get my bow out now.
Damn it.
Alright, Instinct's not here. Hopefully be here later. It is Yidrim's turn. Yidrim, as a bonus action, runs his blade along his hand. The blood covers it, becoming corrosive and giving off a holy light.
Hmm.
Yidrim moves to there and stabs. He hits. He stabs deep into the bird's chest. It cries out, "Craw!
How's that go?
Craw!" Yidrim attacks again. Yidrim stabs it again through the neck, silencing its scream. It falls dead. Leandra, it is your turn.
I'm going to grab my Hydra blade.
Oh, nice. Eviscerate.
Holy crap, she gets to do 2 critical hits. She also needs to move up, though.
I think bird feathers are about to fly everywhere off of whatever she just hit.
Yep, I'll move her to there. Alright, Mom, now you need to draw or throw your damage on it. So you can literally drag your damage die, Mom, onto the bird itself. I don't think it did her critical hit.
No, I don't either.
Mom, drag your damage onto it 3 more times.
You could roll higher than that, though.
1 more time. Alright, Mom, tell us about how you just killed it with that attack.
I took my sword and sliced him until he was a mass of feathers. Then I kicked the feathers away.
There you go. A devil in need is a devil indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move up to that birdie right there, and pulling out my whip, I'm going to bite him a couple times, because why not?
Go for it.
If in my haste should be worn off now, right?
Yes,
Can you remove that?
I can.
So, it's a hit. Minimum damage. Another hit. So yeah, Cian will just go over and take out a whip, twirling it around him as he just bites the thing 3 times. Just like, nom, nom, spitting feathers out after each bite.
Alright.
Does he taste like chicken?
Well, yeah.
No, it's squaw.
It is now Tobald's turn, speaking of which.
Tobald rages. He moves up to there. And he's going to recklessly attack Giant Finch number 1.
Alright. That is indeed a hit.
And he's going to do it again. Fuck with me, you giant turkey. And that's his turn.
Alright. Well, as many of the finches have been killed, more swoop down.
Uh-oh.
You know, I just realized a horrible flaw with my attack strategy.
What's that?
I'm using a whip.
There is that.
Get the worm!
Alright. It pecks at Tobald. It pecks deep into Tobald's skin, breaking and bruising it. It then leaps up and begins to flail its talons at Tobald. It jumps up and it starts scratching all over Tobald's skin, but Tobald's skin partially resists it due to the hardiness of his barbarian essence. For lack of a better word.
Yes, Tobald always covers himself in his essence before battle.
That's right.
Or he's just so drunk he doesn't feel it.
Same difference. Tin comes swooping in on Mom and begins pecking at her eyes.
What?
But Mom, you instinctually dodge, knowing you need your eyes to see shit.
You know it.
It leaps up, though, to scratch the shit out of you. And it does scratch the shit out of you with a natural 20.
Damn
One
it.
good crit deserves another.
So it leaps up, and it digs its talons deep into your shoulders. You feel one of your collarbones break as it does this.
Ouch.
Three swoops down from the trees, pecking at Devil. But But Devil, you nimbly dodge it due to your expert monk training.
Speaking of, the +2 thing doesn't seem to be proccing.
You may just have to add it to your armor.
Yeah.
It jumps up, though, and starts scratching you. Its claws tear along your chest. Four comes swooping in on Mom.
This one's trying to sit on me.
No, he
You-
attempts
you
to
look
peck at
bold.
you.
He's trying to hatch her.
It's
I
peck's
got
passive,
better.
but then it leaps up and starts scratching her. Mom is heavily damaged as it tears deep into her arm. She's bleeding.
Damn it.
Six attacks Devil. But Devil nimbly avoids those pecks. And then Devil, learning from his last scratches, dodges the talons. Cappy, why are you moving the map?
I didn't mean to. I'm trying to figure. I think that's where it was before. I didn't mean to. I was trying to move the map. I didn't know I grabbed my character.
It pecks at Tobald, and it critically hits Tobald.
Damn.
So it pecks into Tobald, breaking the skin a little further. But his hardness still prevails, blocking some of it. It jumps up and scratches him, though. Its talons scratch along his chest, but they barely damage his tattoo. Eight will move to here and attack Tobald. It hits. It's a firm hit, but Tobald is still resisting it quite well. It scratches Tobald. Tobald is beginning to get bloodied.
No, he's beginning to get angry.
It leaps up flying to there and begins pecking at Tobald. It hits deep into his ribs, piercing in between them.
Ouch.
It then leaps up, scratching all over Tobald's face this time.
Oh,
Cappy, it is your turn.
Yay. Okay. I think I'm gonna try and take out Finch 6. It's looking pretty rough, and I think we need to get rid of one of these fuckers. I think I'm not gonna select it, I'm gonna hold off on that, but I think I will put my hunter's mark on this bitch.
I see.
Now I'm going to attack 6. Oh!
Nice.
Nat 20 on that bitch. Stunned. A stunning blow. There you go.
Indeed, you'll have to tell us about how you stunning blowed it.
That's if he's still alive in a minute. Yeah, he's dead.
Then tell
He
us
just-
about killing the shit out of it.
Yeah, I killed the shit out of it. Noticing that one is kind of wounded, I draw back my bow, take careful aim. I let that thing fly. It goes through one eye, out the other. Bird lets out a high-pitched squeak before collapsing to the ground dead, bleeding out its now empty eye sockets. A little gruesome, but it works. Actually, I got one more attack too. That was on my first shot.
Yep.
I thought we had. There's okay. One's that one. That's what I thought. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to 1. Gotta check switch on my character if I gotta add on mine again too. Nope, I put slash pride him. I gotta switch that. I put the wrong one up.
Well, stop breaking things, Cappy.
Hi, grab hunter's mark for that other one. It's kind of weird.
I'm just saying,
there we go.
Cappy, Mom's beating you to the punch, and it's her first time using the program.
Ha ha. And I whiff on that one. God damn it. And that was my turn.
Salanthus.
Beginning a bonus action to put Thunder Smite on my blade.
Tell me about activating your Thunderous Smite.
Alright. I believe that if I can make a big enough noise when I hit one of these things, I might be able to scatter them. So my blade starts to vibrate with energy that needs to be released when I hit.
You're holding a big vibrator. Got it.
Yep. And if this works, it'll hit. I'm gonna hit number 1, and the thunderclasp is audible within 300 feet.
Yeah. I know all those things. I want to hear your paladin's prayer.
Well, I call upon the ancients to help me minimize the damage that we have to do to these creatures. I'd rather scare them than kill them.
Clouds gather in the sky and thunder strikes your blade.
Damn it.
What, you killed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I killed it, and there's a big boom of thunder now.
Also, shouldn't you move up to it? There you go, Torin.
And that was the first attack. What did the birds do on that boom?
They get pissed.
Okay. If they're not going to run, I turn and take my second attack on them.
Go for it.
I missed.
Indeed, it goes whiffing by. Capalicious Bobicious.
Said he'd be right back.
Of course he did.
Damn, my initiative roll sucked that time.
Eadrim will move to there and try to free Mom from being pinned in between all these birds.
Thank you.
He stabs the bird deep into its chest. You can hear the acid starting to burn through its body. There have been a lot of criticals rolled tonight.
Yeah, but it'd be nice if you keep them on our side and not the birds.
Man.
I'm just waiting for full criticals with Monk Flurry of Blows.
Ydrim then, with a quick flick of his wrist, slits its throat, and it falls to the ground dead.
Huzzah!
Tobald, it is your turn.
Right, they've made me really angry now. He activates his storm orb. And is Eadrim... I can't tell. Is Eadrim within... I believe it's 10 feet.
He is not, but Mom is.
Sorry, Mom.
Oh,
Mom, your hair begins to stand on end as a shock goes through you.
There goes my perm.
And now he recklessly attacks. Number 8.
Go for it. Tell us about killing it.
Tobald hollers out, Baruch Kazad! Kazad Imanu! And he swings his axe, and it passes first. The first swing goes through its chest, and on the back swing, he takes the head off completely. It goes sailing through the air and rolls down and falls in a big gopher hole. And Tobald hollers out, "Look at that! I've just invented a new game! I think I'll call it Flog. No, wait, having a flog, that means something else. Oh, no, I'll spell it backwards. I'll call it golf."
I think somebody's watching too much Lord
and
of
you
the
got a
Rings.
hole in one.
That's a Hobbit story right there.
Yes, it is. Yes.
A devil in need.
Alright. I have a birdie in front of me. This
Yeah.
birdie seems like it wants to die. Be chewed upon, that sort of stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the full attack thing again.
Go for it.
Well,
See what I mean?
so, critical hit table, where is that?
It would tell you all, if you rolled on it, what it is.
Yeah, how do I roll?
It does it automatically, Devil. It rolled a 3.
Oh, so it's just a critical hit. I see. Okay.
Yep, it'll roll it and show underneath you got something other than a critical.
You were so
Oh.
boring with your critical hit that time.
So I just roll twice for damage, or?
It should auto-apply it, Devil.
Ah, there we go. That's cool.
Yeah, as long as you roll it right after rolling the critical, it'll auto-apply. That's why I didn't understand why Mom's didn't work.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about that one myself.
That giant finch just took a bit of a bite out of it.
Indeed.
I even slapped it on the beak, going, "No, don't bite me back."
No.
Meanwhile, that whip is just twirling around me like a giant worm, going, "Here's the birdie."
Is that your turn, Devil?
That is my turn.
Alright. Leandra. You got 2 birds around you. Let me know you're here, Mama.
I'm here, baby. I am attacking even as we speak. My hydro blade.
That is a powerful vibroblade you got in the background there.
Yeah, played music and everything.
You hit. Roll your damage on it. Tell us about slicing it.
I sliced it royally to make up for the slicing and breaking of my collarbone. Snicker snack. Kaloo Kalay.
Alright. Giant finch number 10 attacks Mom. Its peck misses. It goes for its talons. It leaps
Damn
up,
it.
slashing into her. It attempts to peck Devil. But Devil avoids it in a flashy manner.
Whip it. Whip it real good.
Bird gets real pissed though, leaps up, and just grabs the shit out of you, digging its talons into you.
Stop whipping it, please.
By the way, that's like the 5th critical hit we've rolled since we've started playing.
Yeah, you rolled a couple just on the bird side.
Indeed. The bird tries to peck Mom, but Mom is peck-proof. It then tries to leap up and scratch her, but she manages to throw her sword up to block it.
It's about time.
It attacks Tobald. It pecks into Tobald's eye.
I'm gonna eat you.
It then jumps up trying to scratch him, but is unable to do so. Salanthus, it is your turn.
Salanthus is going to try and get some of these off of Mom and is going to step towards Bird. I take the first hit, stab into it, and I'm going to follow through. Ooh. I kind of twist my blade and pull it out. That's what I count as my second hit.
Alright. Cappy, are you back?
Yes'm.
It is your turn.
Yay. Let me survey the area. Looks like Finch 10 is a little wounded, so I'm going to move my Hunter's Prey over there. Gotta get it so I can get it right. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to attack him. Ah! Fuck!
Ooh, what happened? What happened?
What the hell is wrong, Strat? God damn.
So yeah, you go and you try to notch that arrow, and you slip, and it just goes and it cuts the strap of your armor and starts falling down. You're literally having a wardrobe performance like you were talking about, or malfunction.
Ah, that's fucking wonderful. I got one more shot to go if I hit this one.
So you have a negative penalty to your armor.
Once I hit him. And he's dead. Cool. After the embarrassing first miss, I notch my second arrow, drop back. I take careful aim, let it go, and plant that arrow right into his chest and into his heart. I didn't use it as a chance to screech before it collapses dead.
Alright.
Chandler should be careful that might fall his way and land.
Devil, it is your turn.
Alright. That birdie needs to die. So, as I'm being held in his claws, I'm just going to start punching and slapping him with my tail.
Go for it. Tell us about that kill.
Yeah, he just starts slapping the bird, punch it with one claw, and then the tail whips up and slaps it on the side of the neck, and there's a little bit of a crunch, and the bird looks surprised and kind of topples over, twitching. Twitch. Its wing spasms. It's got its beak open, going,
Indeed. That your turn, Devil?
That is my. Well, actually, I have one more attack, so I could theoretically. I can move to here, I believe, and punch at number 9.
Go for it.
Lovely. So I drop out of that other bird's dying grasp and just tumble over here and go, hello, and jab it with 2 fingers.
It attacks Mom.
Dang it! I want it to attack me!
Why would it attack
Shit.
you?
That's why.
It pecks deep into Mom's head, and Mom hears a crunch. She goes unconscious. It then flies over to Salanthus and begins scratching.
Did it come into my area of opportunity or no?
No.
Yeah, it missed anyway.
Salanthus throws up that huge-ass shield, blocking it. It pecks at Devil, who just poked it. And it pecks the shit out of Devil. So it jumps up and it drills its beak down into your, basically where your neck and your shoulder meet. And just pierces all the way down into their Devil. It then attempts its neck, or its scratch, or its talon.
It must have been a while since I've been back in town, because I got like 9 arrows left. I gotta collect one I've shot here.
It leaps up and it starts scratching you all over, Devil. You're starting to bleed a great deal. Your gi is ruined. Salanthus.
I return attacks on the one that just attacked me.
Go for it.
Number 4, it looks like.
Tell us about it.
So I blocked its feet with my shield, and when it backs off, I move the shield away and I chop its feet off.
That'll work.
So it flops to the ground footless.
Yep.
Is that your turn, Salanthus?
1 second, let me see. I want to see if lay on hands is a bonus action or not.
Of course.
Nope, it's an action. I gotta wait.
Do you know Healing Word? I think that one might be a bonus action.
Healing Word is not one of mine, no.
Okay.
And you're right, that one is a healing action. I mean, that is a bonus action. But mine is not.
Alright then. So that's your turn? Yidriv gives a quick flick of his wrist, slashing across the chest of the bird. He then attacks again. Yidriv then stabs up through the through the chin, going through the brain, and it begins to melt down off of his blade. You can smell the acid. And that is combat.
Push it down, wait!
Solantha steps immediately over to Leandra and calls upon the power of the ancients to put life back into her.
Do your thing. Mom, you snap back to consciousness as Solanthus is laying his hands upon you.
Thank you. It was quite an experience.
Yeah, you don't want to go towards the white light yet, madam.
You guys keep role-playing while I take my medicine.
Wow, what a headache, though.
I apologize. You're going to have a headache for a while. I look over at Cian and Tobal. Oh, Mom, by the way, I set your collarbone for you in the process.
Thank you again.
What up, Kyle?
Hurts, but it's wonderful.
I've got a cure wounds I can use to help somebody if they need any healing stuff.
Put it on the dwarf. I'll take care of the lizard.
Alright, I'll move over here and do my cure on the wounded dwarf.
Yeah, I'm down 41 hit points.
You got fucked up, didn't you? It's only going to be a 1d8, so you're not going to get much back. Ooh, you get 4 hit points back.
I step over to Tobald. Oh, wait, you're wounded now, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to burn the level 2 slot to do a little more healing for you and cast Cure Wounds again. Gotta up the roll here real quick.
Kyle, how bad do you look?
How bad do I look? I just got here.
I'm sorry. My bad. Double.
8 more.
Yeah, pretty.
Are you saying we look the same?
Well, kobolds are kobolds.
Oh, I feel like there's been some misunderstanding as to my racial attributes.
They racist as fuck, boy.
To answer you, I'm a pretty much quarter damaged still. So
Okay, I'm going to put a second level of Cure Wounds on you as well. Sorry, add 2 more to that.
oh,
How's Tolwald looking?
He's still pretty messed up.
Alright, Solanthus comes over to you, presses his holy symbol towards you, and calls upon the ancient powers to reinvigorate your wounds.
Just realized that my spellcasting modifier added into my Cure Wounds. That's irritating.
Where's Finn?
He's taking his medicine.
Line of cocaine. Got it.
So, Solanthus has provided all the healing he can for this.
If anyone would do me a kindness and fill me in as to what's happened so far, considering I'm just stepping in after, I'm guessing what is violence?
We raided the nest where the children from the town were at and ended up fighting giant
Giant what?
finches.
Finches.
Birds.
Yes, I know what a finch is. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, and they messed up the dwarf pretty bad. They messed up the monk pretty bad. They messed up Mom pretty bad.
Sorry.
You've missed the most critical hits rolled in a combat ever, Kyle. Between all of us, we had to have rolled like 8 critical hits.
Yeah, something like that. But now that you're here, Kyle, we can expect the ones.
Eh.
So I go over to the children that are unconscious. Are they alive?
They are. Svarak.
Mm-hmm.
You're trailing a little behind the rest of them. You catch up, noticing this incredibly large bird's nest.
All right.
Also, everybody wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy
Are
birthday.
you old enough to drink again?
Piss
Happy
off.
birthday.
Thanks, peoples. Yeah, the little family get together lasted a little longer than wasn't.
So did you have beer or liquor?
Obviously liquor. That's why I'm in a good mood. If I drank beer, I'd be pissy.
That's what I was checking. Thank you.
It's sad that you guys know that.
But yeah, you're walking up on them as Salanthus is checking on the children.
All right, just
There's
kind of
also
taking.
10 giant finch corpses, the size of horses on the ground.
I mentioned to everyone to keep an eye on the egg because they may hatch at any time.
I'm gonna go over to the eggs and yeah.
Smash them?
No, I'm gonna sit on them.
Yeah, can we preemptively stab them?
No, I'm gonna sit on them.
Wait, why would you sit on the egg?
Why not?
But I'm confused. I am utterly confused
You go
as
and
I'm.
sit on the egg.
So the egg actually warms the lizard's butt because lizards don't have body.
Exactly.
That's funny. All right, tell me what I see with the children.
Couple scratches, couple peck wounds, but they're not dead.
Okay, I'm going to bandage the wounds and clean them. Figuring it'd be best to clean them now while they're out.
Torin prefers the unconscious ones.
That's right.
Oh my.
Praise Shanta.
I hate you all.
You know, you say that, but you just hated all of me. So
That's fair.
I think that we should take the children out of the nest area and move away.
It's a good idea. I'll help move the children when they're ready to be moved.
Yeah, and out of curiosity, can I tell if the parents of the eggs are in the nest here, or if finches are communal birds?
These are giant finch eggs.
Are there any others loitering around the area that just aren't willing to attack us anymore?
Nope, you killed the whole group here.
So we either kill the eggs
nope.
or allow them to starve to death.
Nope. I'm gonna feed them to the parents.
As Devil
Yeah.
says that, the one beneath him begins to hatch.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, peck, 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 peck. It breaks out.
I will go gather up meat from the daddy finch and try to feed it to the baby finch.
Roll
You gotta chew it first.
Yeah, you gotta chew it first.
Okay.
And then I want you to roll me an animal handling with advantage.
Alright, how do you do advantage on skill check dice?
Below the chat window, there's an ADV button. Click it.
How do I get rid of the die? There we go. What? Why isn't it rolling?
You got to pull it to the chat bar.
Yeah, you gotta
There we go.
It begins to eat from Devil.
Nom 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 nom. Yeah.
Galantis can honestly say that in his times in the forest with the druids while he was training to be a paladin, he's never seen this before. It's like morbid fascination.
As I'm watching this, can I just figure out if this is something that they can actually do? Do they actually eat their parents?
I mean, he chewed it all up for them.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. Is this gonna end well?
Well, I don't know if Finch's imprint, but I'm going to say giant, or large ones do. So it imprints on Devil.
Yes. Gonna
Great.
continue to feed it and yeah, pet it and point out there are more eggs.
Wing just looks on curiously, kind of
No.
keeping his distance. Not sure what to make of this.
So yeah, Devil, it stands about up to your kneecap at this point.
Yay! Pats on head.
Oh, and we have the displacer beast back with the demoness, right? Or Damon.
What about a displacer beast?
We have the baby displacer beast back with the
Oh yeah,
demoness.
you do. You guys really have a habit for picking up babies.
Y'all fucked up.
Well, just think, once these grow up, we have an air force that can drop displacer beasts into our enemy.
Oh.
Just saying.
Interesting idea.
I'm back. What did I miss?
We're talking about an air force and dropping displacer beasts in.
Also, you may have missed seeing chewing up one of the birds and feeding it to the baby bird.
Yeah.
What baby bird?
The one that the lizard man unhatched.
Oh no, you're not feeding it. We're killing it.
No, I just fed it.
It imprinted on him. He's a daddy.
I'm a daddy.
Well, I'm about to take my axe and make a bad impression on his head.
There are 3 other eggs.
I would advise against harming my baby.
Devil's like, I got this baby bird, and Tobalt's like, did you name it yet? You better not have
Yes.
named it.
It is Toby.
God damn it.
Oh hell no.
Now, don't lizards generally eat eggs?
Yeah.
The egg wouldn't fit in his mouth, though, so now he's going to have a baby.
You guys are forgetting I am Ranger.
Indeed.
Wait, is he?
Yes,
Yes!
he has a level in Ranger.
What the fuck?
Interesting. So you got 2 characters with ranger skills. Not bad.
In truth, I thought he said he was imprinting on them and eating them.
That comes later.
I thought that is certainly grim.
So, for Tobald's vengeance, there are 3 other eggs.
Not for long. We're not having any more of this silliness.
But
Solanthus continues to tend to children.
I think Tobalt's jealous.
Well, you can't have a baby bigger than him.
I'm just saying, Tobald, you can smash all these eggs, but there's all kinds of these birds all over.
That's fine. I'll take the victories I can.
Very
But,
well.
you know, thinking as Devil did about imprinting, what if we had these birds on our side?
Okay, so Solanthus thinks he might be able to speak to the birds if given an opportunity.
Right, you've all gone around the bend. I'm smashing the eggs. Have a nice day.
Leandra decides to sit on one herself and see if she can have the bird imprint on her.
don't forget to chew the food for them.
Yeah, you're gonna throw up in his mouth too?
Well,
He already did that.
I think I can take my blade and actually tartar one of the birds for him.
They need the saliva, though, to imprint.
I'll
I'm just
spit
kidding.
on it.
Nope, now it's lore, Torin. You need the saliva to imprint.
What the fuck?
I'll put that in the notes.
Good.
Praise Shantha.
Why?
Well, I mean, for many reasons, Kyle, but... mainly
Damn,
because
he really
you
did
never said
swing.
it.
Did I hit the egg I'm standing next to?
Yes.
What in the black house is going on?
Your great axe goes crashing through, killing the chick inside.
Nix!
Wow, such a mean barbarian.
But Leandra moved on one and is sitting on it.
I do believe that you stated the redundancy.
Once again, smash, hitting into the bird and killing...
Damn.
I think that's one that had.
That one's
That's-
the one that hatched.
Leanna's protecting the other one, so yeah. you
Leandra's
got a lot.
guarding the next one. She's having a pet. Don't come near it.
So you hear her say that to you, Tobald.
Lass, you can move your ass, or you can get your arse shoved off that egg, but either way, that egg's getting smashed.
Cobalt, I think you
Cobalt?
should back off.
No. I don't want to have to use my blade on you. I'm opposed to it. However, I am keeping this bird.
There is no need to destroy the unborn of this nest.
I mean, he's already done it twice, guys.
Yeah,
you didn't exactly put up a lot of resistance.
Well, he started rolling before I even. Before
I was dealing with the
Agent
children.
really said he thinks that when he's by, he's going to keep safe. Just didn't get a chance to protect the other two, which he's a little annoyed about.
You were dealing with the children, but
Oh,
not
yeah,
all of them.
God damn it.
Crack, 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 crack. One begins to hatch that was buried a little bit under the nest and harder to see.
Oh, shit. I glance over.
It pops over by Solanthus.
Oh, well, look at that.
I moved the children away from it.
Now, remember, you have to chew their food very thoroughly before you feed it to them. Usually you do it mouth to mouth, but I suppose, you could possibly do it by spitting, I don't know.
Well, but it looks like Tobald went rushing over and swung his axe.
Son of a bitch!
You guys are really bad at protecting these birds.
Hey, I protected mine.
You did.
I mean, is no one going to intervene against him?
Apparently not, because
Tobald, stop! Do not make me shoot you in the damn foot.
you say as the next one falls dead.
He's swinging before I even get a chance to do anything. I mean, goddamn it! Before I can say anything, I see another roll to kill an egg. It's like Jesus Christ, he's rushing before I can even say anything. He's rolling that damn quick. I haven't had a chance to get a statement out.
You should have been paying more attention.
Well, I am now. Like I said, you go for another one, you get on an arrow in your damn foot.
3 deaths later, I'm paying attention.
Well, like I said, I was trying to before, but you rushed so goddamn quickly. Like,
It's
God
similar
damn.
to Kyle caring about you and shooting you in the leg.
I mean, I could shoot higher next time.
I will point out that my character is currently, wrapped around the little chick he has and is in full
That's
protective
good.
mode.
Right, so that's all of them, I guess, unless another one hatches, and I'm taking that one out. You two with your little devil birds, when they try and eat you, don't come crying to me, "Oh, Tobald, we should listen to you." Yes, you should.
Crack, 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 crack. The one beneath Mom begins to hatch.
Oh, cool.
I mean, if it tries to eat me, I'll just try to eat it back. It's fair.
I just shake my head at that. Well, being it looks like it imprinted on you, I don't think it's gonna eat you.
No, I
I'm
do not.
taking my sword and hacking up one of the adults we killed, and I'm going to spit in it so I can put it down this new hatchling's throat.
Roll a handle animal with advantage.
And I'll make sure Tobald doesn't charge at it while you're doing that.
It refuses to eat.
You didn't lubricate it enough.
Leandra chops it a little bit finer, spits on it some more.
You're
Now
supposed to
she
chew
is
it.
rubbing the hatchling's chin and neck to cajole him into swallowing.
So what I'm hearing is you're forcing it down. Got it.
Well, maybe. Sometimes tough love.
I could try to help if you'd like.
Nope, she's chosen this route now, so I'm going to need you to roll in athletics to force it down its throat.
Now remember, when loading your chick, you have to use the ramrod.
God damn it.
Wow.
Any convertibles must watch out in future. Oh no.
Actually, we'll go back to that animal handling, because I forgot to roll against it. I rolled a 4. So, it reluctantly eats from her. She's not too charismatic with the animal.
It probably thinks your hands looking more tasty.
Come on, sweet peep. You can eat. You will
Solantis
be
informs
fine.
Towald that, to be fair, they really can't see.
Tobald's like, I know, that's why it was so easy to cleave them in twain. I imagine Tobald was a raider before this. Or a bandit.
I mean,
Might have been.
he did revere the Pirate King.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Absolutely.
It's probably also why he's not with his clan right now. Throwing shade.
Now, how long is the imprinting process?
Until it grows up. You gotta teach it how to be a bird.
I'm a bird, motherfucker. I'm a bird. Look at me, motherfucker. I'm a bird.
You're going to need Parala to use her wings to teach it how to.
Yeah, I was gonna say wings could probably help them learn to fly too. Being he's not exactly a small bird. He's a pretty big guy.
So I know the grid's not perfect, but how is this map for you guys?
Pretty cool.
Pretty good. I like the depth.
What did you say, Torin? You cut out.
I like the way it reflects elevation.
Yeah, that is cool.
I gotta play more with the program I've been making these maps with. I think I can do even better ones. Just gets frustrating because not everything I place places where it should be, and then I gotta play with things for a while. But either way, you guys have saved the children.
In more ways than
Cool.
one.
Now I need to get these children back home.
Yep. And how you're going to move those big birds, I don't know.
Well, wings can probably carry one if need be. I mean, if you can carry one of us with ease, I think a small bird will be child's play for him to kind of
At
carry.
this point, they're only about up to the kneecap.
But taking them from their nest might kill them.
Well,
Yeah, you didn't think of that, did you?
hopefully our rangers have a plan to solve that.
Simple. You know, make a portable nest.
That would work.
Amen.
Gotta
We
put
have-
on something that we can move, but that should work.
Okay.
If we put them both in the same nest, they can also absorb each other's warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Solantha suggests plucking the feathers off the dead adults here and turning them into.
So
That
if you're
could
going
work.
to attempt to make a makeshift nest like this, I'm actually going to have you roll a nature, but instead of using charisma, you're going to use dexterity.
Alright. I'll roll up off some helping out.
Who's doing those rolls?
I would also like to praise Kalia.
I rolled a 20 so far.
No,
Wait, did you do that like verbally?
no. This is side chat.
Okay.
Looking. Yeah.
220 so far. Nice.
So you two together begin getting that nest. Mom's just kind of getting in your way, though.
I actually have to roll nature as well. And using what you said?
Dexterity
He said
instead
dex.
of charisma.
Alright. Nature.
So I'm just in the way.
Yep.
Leandra will move out of the way.
Interesting.
You rolled to try to help them.
13 ain't bad.
And don't worry, Devil didn't help them much either.
No,
It would be
we
fitting
cut
that
off
Cappy.
some of Tobalt's beard and put it in the nest.
But I chant my
You
nature.
hear them talking about cutting off your dwarven glory.
Go ahead and try it.
Beard would make good padding.
I'm just saying.
Hey, my dwarf had his beard cut off. Fair is fair.
His beard is too gristly. We don't want to put the children near that.
Anyway, I wanted to say, Finn, before I changed the nature mod, the stat to dex, it's actually intelligence. This will be something else initially? Or?
Maybe it might be intelligence. Cappy, I
Yeah.
wasn't looking at a sheet. I just knew that I wanted you to use Dex.
Yeah, I'm going to put it back to the intelligence for right now. Let's need me to roll again.
No, I don't need your roll again.
Okay, I restored it back to what it was.
So yeah, you guys get this like portable nest thing going, big enough to house the two birds.
Might have the curiosity of some of the kids going, considering they probably realize the little bitty birds aren't going to harm them.
You managed to rig it up in our cart that we've been carrying along with us.
All right.
The birds ain't gonna harm them. You do realize that the
I didn't say the
children
kids
were
were getting
here for the
close.
birds to eat, right?
I said they were watching. I didn't say they were getting close. I said they were looking on curiously. I said not harm the people that are making the nest and all that, not the kids.
Tobal didn't like having his eye pecked.
Eh.
They did beat the crap out of Tobald.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that is true.
I didn't feel so well after getting pecked, but maybe now I will share that with people who deserve to be pecked.
Actually, before we leave, I'm gonna try and scavenge some of my arrows, see if any were left before we leave.
Survival.
Not bad.
You recover 2/3 of what you fired.
All right.
Just to interject, if he finds any broken ones, I could fix them for him.
Stop fixing arrows, Kyle. Jeez.
Why?
It's unbefitting of your stature.
Okay, I think I fired about 4 arrows, so I must have got 3 back. So I didn't fire a whole lot of arrows this fight. He must have been away from town for a while, because I still have 8 arrows down. I know I restocked last time we were in town.
I don't know.
Yeah, we showed up at this other town with the kids missing and then didn't stay.
I didn't think we stayed.
Are you guys heading back now?
Yes, but I'm going to keep an eye on the skies to make sure that we don't get blindsided.
That's a good idea.
Indeed, the large...
Who's
birds fly
unnamed?
overhead.
No idea.
Yep, I don't know either. Has nothing written in it.
His chat bubble pops up.
Yeah, seen that.
It's the unnamed character.
Disappeared.
Kyle, are you unnamed?
Apparently, I was when I came in.
Yep.
Ah.
If the children become awake, try to find out what their name.
It's a little girl named Brandy and a little boy named Joseph.
Well, we are heading back to your home now, young one.
They look up at you wide-eyed. You're an elf.
I am, child.
That's weird.
Much of nature is different.
That's true.
Before coming to this town, I'd say it was weird that birds had carried children away.
Tobald mumbles something in Dwarvish. I cannot remember what I named this map.
Unidentified map/image.
Is it?
That's what it shows up on mine. You're talking about the nest?
No, not the nest. The camp that you guys arrived at.
It says
Makeshift village
large
empire.
bird nest kingdom of green parakeet.
Makeshift village empire of green parakeets. Yep.
Here we are.
Oh, no. It's like Instinct's mate still hanging around here.
She's got the displacer piece. Of course she is.
No, yeah, that's true.
So you arrive back. The villagers look on at you, and then they notice the big nest you're carrying with you. Some of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Young adult males start licking their chops as you're riding in with these birds behind you. One of them yells, "Get the cooking pot brewing! We got a big bird or some big birds to fry up."
No, you don't.
What do you mean, stranger?
I mean, these birds aren't for eating.
Right, not till they've been dressed and cleaned first.
Tobald, shut up.
I will just point out
No.
anyone who eats this bird is going to get eaten as well, so...
See, he knows what he's talking about. Points over at Tobald.
He's just mad because the birds nearly killed him, that's all.
That's how things here are. That's how things are here. That's how things are here, partner.
Well, these are just babies, and they've imprinted on some of my fellow travelers here, so...
And those were just babies that they were going to eat.
Right, time to tell them that.
Yes, well, in all fairness, these babies ate the birds that got the children to feed these babies.
Yeah, that is true.
The circle of life.
Mm-hmm.
And we just fought a hard campaign to rescue these children. These babies will grow up differently.
Roll a persuasion, Mom.
Oh,
There's
Christ.
no convincing them this is their way of life. They eat these birds.
What?
There might be some issues creeping up here.
You hear some people's stomachs starting to grumble.
So I
Including
direct them to the
kobolds.
nest. I direct them to the nest that we came from. Hey, there's plenty of meat out there if you want, including pieces of young ones that didn't survive. I shoot a glance at Tobald.
That's right, they didn't, I did it.
Baby killer.
You can try to roll a persuasion if you want, Torin.
Okay, I will. Get out!
By the way, up to like 10 natural 20s tonight.
God damn.
Lampus wins their hearts and stomachs with the fact that there's 8 giant birds worth of meat over it.
Yeah, there really is.
All of the young men who seem to be like hunters of birds and whatnot start rushing that way. you're left with the frailer folk in the village.
We will still... I'm going to continue to watch the skies. I'm going to give the 2 children back to the mother.
Oh, thank you. She hugs you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
You're quite welcome.
Please,
We're glad we got there.
But take this. She hands you a necklace.
I politely handed her necklace back. It is okay, madam. I live to serve.
Alright then, so you return the reward then?
Yep.
Anyone gripe as he returns the reward?
Are you bloody daft?
Look
I don't
around.
think my character
Look
would.
around, Tobald. They don't have much. There's no point in taking what little bit they have managed to...
Indeed, I found plenty reward as it is.
Yeah, he has a point. They need all they can get.
In fact,
Otherwise,
Solanthus
taking what they clearly don't
offer...
have.
Solanthus wants to offer to help set up their fortifications better to resist aerial attack.
I'm afraid that won't matter. We're nomadic by nature. We'll move soon.
Ah, that explains the tents. Do you have archers among you?
We do. We have many bird hunters.
Well, perhaps you need to have one of them always watching so that no more of your children get swiped.
I'm afraid sometimes that's just not possible. Tobald mutters in Dwarvish under his breath again.
By the way, do you know how to add languages? Because I'm missing a language and I can't seem to find out how to add it.
I do. I have to do it on my end. We'll set
Oh,
it up
okay.
later, Devil. What
I mean, a language on your sheet, or
I get to pick a language from a humanoid group.
So, why I have the attention of the lady, does she happen to know someone named Hoggoth?
One second. I'm afraid I've never heard of her. And Devil, do you mean you're trying to add a language to your sheet?
Yes.
Oh, you can just type it in, Devil.
Oh, but it doesn't actually give me the language, is the problem.
might not have typed it in correctly then.
Maybe.
What language is it, Devil?
I was actually thinking Dwarven, but...
Oh, it's Dwarvish, not Dwarven.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, so you want to know what old Tobald's grumbling about over there?
Well, I mean, it was before that happened that I wanted it, but...
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I didn't figure it was a spur-of-the-moment decision.
Does anyone else in the group that's behind recognize that name or no?
Well, they're not really paying attention. They've all gone back to doing what they do. Some of them are, like, working a forge and various, like, leather work and...
Okay. Then when the adult hunters come back, I want to speak with whichever one appears to be the leader of that group to ask the same question.
Alright, well, they return after about an hour of gathering up everything. And the first thing they do is start heading towards the platform that leads up to the large cooking pot, which you guys have noticed for the past hour people have been throwing various herbs and seasonings into, stoking the flames. It's a pretty important job taking care of this cooking pot. It is also of incredible size. They could easily fry a whole full-grown bird in it.
Nice. How do they move that around if they're nomadic? Does it fit on that big cart?
It does.
Okay. Yeah, when I can get a moment with the apparent leader of the hunting party, I want to get his attention and ask about this Hogoth druid person.
Alright. You see a gentleman. He has several large bird feathers in his hair. And along his shoulder pads, they're lined with, or they're made from a incredibly large bird's beak. You think he might have killed, like, some type of incredibly large eagle or something.
Nice. So I will go and entreat with him.
He looks over at you. Good job killing all of these birds. We'll eat good for a couple weeks with this.
That is well for you and your people. I was hoping that you might be able to answer a question.
I'm listening.
Do you know of and where we can find a person of druidic talents named Hogoth?
You're talking about the bird witch.
Witch? It's a female?
Yes, the bird witch.
Ah, that's interesting.
She is the only one of non-bird descent allowed to travel with the giant birds. Wherever she comes, your raids will fail. I was young, but my father told me he saw when the witch first came. It was after the large rock struck the ground here, about 20 years ago.
Indeed. Do you know where the rock struck? Or was it widespread?
It struck in one of our deepest wooded areas. And that's when the giant birds started to appear. Who wants to make a history check? You have advantage on it, Svadruk.
Okay.
And Leandra, you have advantage on it if you decide to roll a history.
I'm gonna roll.
Fantastic.
24.
Alright, let me see Leandra's roll. You alright, Mom? There we go. Alright, so Mom, you don't know. But Svadruk.
Damn it.
Svadruk, you think you know what happened. About 20 years ago, the, School of, Evocations Island fell from the sky, and it broke into a bunch of pieces.
Yeah. I kind of look at amongst them. It's like, would it not be common knowledge regarding the events?
Well, not the deep, intimate knowledge you have about it.
Okay.
You understand that besides the several islands it broke into now that all have various odd weather effects due to magical radiation, that there were some pieces that from the impact that flew much further, hitting into other continents. And then if you want, you can roll an Arcana for me with advantage.
Good times.
Wow, what a shit happened when that island fell.
For the all hail Torin. The pieces you said for the log, it's radioactive.
Svadrak, you can then deduce that the result of the giant birds and everything is all magical radiation.
All right. Well, I can only imagine that this has something to do with the fragments from the islands that fell after the School of Evocation became corrupted. Some of the arcane magics that leaked forth from the earth that fell to the ground continued to release arcane energy. It is likely that these creatures are mutations born from this process.
Seemed like that catastrophe is having all kinds of messed up consequences for us. Oh, I thought when he was talking about it, he mentioned. Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind then. Yeah, no. I thought Frederick had explained it. I guess he didn't.
No, I did. I think what he was trying to tell you is that because you were insular, like you didn't really leave the Elven capital or the forest.
Correct. We had just heard of things that had happened outside of the forest.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I felt when Frederick was talking to me, he mentioned it. That's what I was reacting to. I guess I didn't hear it correctly.
No. You I was saying that out loud. I think what Finn was trying to tell you is that you wouldn't really know exactly what Svadrak was alluding to, probably because
okay,
you don't really know what had happened with the School of Evocation, Evocation, right?
Yep. So go ahead.
Yeah, unless you had some prior travels or had some workings of other wizards.
So Solanthus asks Svadrak, could these magical effects that you speak of be contributing to the sickness that we were tracing down?
Back in the forest, or regarding the daemons?
Back in the forest. We're heading this way because supposedly the one gentleman mage spoke to this witch before the diseases started showing up.
Yeah, I kind of figured. No, they are unrelated phenomenon. I do believe that this has to deal with the demonic corruptions and the cults surrounding them.
Ah. Are the giant birds the only thing in this region that the witch protects? Does she migrate with the birds? And would you know where the current migration is? Ah.
Enlighten me. What is the significance of these creatures to this druid? And why would this druid have any have any reason to be involved with the happenings back in the labyrinthian woods.
So they had targeted attacks.
This seems like he wants to return things to natural order.
Indeed. Except
Likely,
this time the humans are the worms.
likely a devout follower of Mutationus and Radix. Or, no, if he is involved with demons. This is... It strikes me as odd.
You know, if we capture one of the birds, I can inquire of it where we might find this druid.
Well, that is, I do believe that is an opportunity missed, friend.
Have you looked at the sky? Let's put the dwarf out as bait since they seem to like him so much, and we try and catch him.
That could work.
Oh, you're just a regular couple of comedians. You are.
Hey, they like you. They might come down for another taste.
But I do have a question or two. What time do we eat, and do they taste as good as the smell that's coming out of your...
They taste very good, and they will probably be done preparing the meal in about an hour. Please stay and eat with us. It is an incredible treat.
Thank you.
Tobald sits down and says, I'm not moving till after dinner.
Adrian laughs a little bit. For once, I agree with the dwarf.
So while we're waiting to eat, I go over to the Daemoness and see how the baby displacer beasts are doing.
Alright.
I suppose you know that imprinted on me. I'll go over and check on the baby birds. Just make sure they're still doing.
So, you're checking on the birds. They're fine. They're just kind of like looking around, kind of amazed at everything. Well, yeah, blinded, you're right.
Blind and hungry.
Yep.
Now, we'll get some food soon enough.
More food.
Yeah, soon enough's not soon enough for them.
I mean, there is plenty of food around.
I hope none of yous like sleeping for about the next 3-4 weeks.
I think we'll be fine. Although somebody might have to be awake to make sure you don't get any ideas when we try to sleep.
Oh no, I'm gonna let you do what you're gonna do with them birds, cause I'm gonna sit back and laugh.
Yes, I'm sure you would.
They're either gonna irritate you to death or try and eat you to death. Either way, I'll find it fun.
I think as long as we keep an eye on them and make sure to keep them happy, I don't think I'll try to eat.
Oh, the convenience of being a ranger and actually able to communicate with animals.
There is that. You'd be amazed how handy that comes in.
Here, I can communicate with them too. What's that, birdie? Oh, you're hungry? Yeah, they're hungry. Feed them. Guess
Well,
what?
at the end,
10 minutes from now. What's that, birdie? Oh, you're hungry? Feed him.
yeah, I got the point. They're babies. They're gonna be hungry until they grow up a little bit. Then their appetite should go into more of a normal schedule, whatever the hell you want to call it.
So, for planning purposes, does any of us know about how long it takes before the birds are self-sufficient?
Make a nature.
Can I make one as well to find out?
If you wish to.
Alrighty.
Damn it.
There we go.
Cappy, they will probably take about 2 months to mature. Of course, you have the problem of, after a month, needing to start teaching them to fly.
Yeah. I think Wings can probably help with that, being he is a big bird in his own right. Can probably help him show him. But
Barella, if she can help teach them how to fly.
Perella
I
doesn't
saying
know how to
about-
fly.
She has
Yeah.
the wings.
Perella doesn't have wings?
Yeah, she bought the wings
The
from the
suit.
one shop.
Oh, the wing suit, okay.
I'm not sure that would be analogous though, because it's more like
Yeah.
a jetpack, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, Solantis believes that they just push the birds off a high place and they either fly or die.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that.
Don't kill them, but hey, we're gonna push them off a goddamn mountain later, guys.
I seen all the damn Facebooks about it.
Alan, a bit old enough, you can work on getting them trained to fly. Wings can probably help out a little bit.
Tobalt's like, I could have clubbed them to death and we could have eaten them in this feast, guys, if that's what we're gonna do.
Oh man.
I know, right? But Tobalt starts laughing to himself, thinking about just picturing in his mind these idiots jumping around, flapping their arms, trying to teach these birds to fly.
After about an hour, they've finished frying up the bunch of the bird meat. And they begin putting this seasoning on it.
I'm just going to kind of watch them.
It's a white and blue powdery mix.
Turns out it's made from the eggshells.
It is partially made from the eggshells. But to figure out the blue stuff in it, you're going to need to roll for me a survival.
Alright, since I'm watching, I'll do the roll too.
I'm not watching hard enough.
Alright. Anyone who rolled above a 15 can tell that that is giant or huge eagle droppings.
They're putting shit into the pot.
Well, I mean, they've dried it out and they've done something to it. And they're
Leander
using it
notes
as
that
a
it's
seasoning.
eagle dung.
You know, I now know why you had us roll survival.
I was kind of looking on for a minute, thinking, okay, did not see that coming.
So they hand you all some meat.
No guts, no glory. I'm gonna take a bite.
It's incredibly tasty, Cappy. You can't believe how good this is. You never knew shit on fried meat was so great.
This is actually, man, this was really good.
Tobald's by this time already on his second help.
Alright. So, anyone else?
I'd be polite.
Leandra's pushing the seasoning aside and scraping.
I would think by the time they put it on there and they've done whatever to it that it probably been qualified poo anymore. It's probably something totally different.
As you try to scrape it off, one of the women slaps your hand. No, you need the seasoning.
I'll eat my piece politely with whatever they make it with.
Alright. It's incredibly tasty, Salanthus. You love how much or how good this tastes.
Are any of the villagers eating it?
Yes.
Okay, Leander eats a little bit of it as well.
Some of the best meat you've ever had, Leandra.
In spite of the eagle shit.
Devil, you're a cook, right?
Yep.
And you eat it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and eat it.
Alright, Devil, you can go ahead and give me a survival with advantage to learn how they made it.
To learn what?
How they
Probably
made
learn how
it.
to cook it.
You have learned how to make sprinkled eagle dung.
Lovely. I'm sure that will be all the rage.
It will, since as all of you eat it, for the rest of the day, you have advantage on Constitution saves.
Nice.
That's the shit.
What the black hells?
I knew somebody was going there.
Can I buy some of that?
What would you like to buy? One of the older gentlemen comes walking up.
The SED,
SED?
sprinkled eagle dung.
Oh, you want sprinkled eagle dung. Sure. That's going to be, pops his jaws for a moment. 10 gold. Mind you, though, this is only a bird seasoning.
It only works on birds.
Correct. If you try to use it on beef, it'll taste horrible.
Ah, very good to know. Well, I give him 10 gold.
He gives you a sack of it.
Can't argue with that Constitution bonus.
I mean, you still gotta cook or make the check to prepare the food correctly.
Yeah,
You have a chef in your party, though.
indeed.
Who now knows how to make this for themselves. If you share some of your other recipes with Devil, you guys won't know what you might start getting.
So we just paid 10 gold for a sack of shit. Cool.
No, I paid 10 gold. I did not use party treasure for that. Well, while we're eating and that, if just any kind of general information we could pick up about the area, be interested in, and then maybe one of those wooded areas that they were talking about for the.
So they tell you where some of the thicker wooded areas are. Mind you, there's no real woods here, just areas more populated with trees.
Okay.
You learn that when the rock struck, many of the trees grew to incredible size, along with the birds. That's why the birds can still perch in the trees in this land.
Okay.
You learn some more local history. You learn about the Elven Empress, who freed them from slavery.
What was her name?
I honestly do not remember.
Oh, is this
That's
who?
okay.
It was one of my players from my other job.
Right.
And I let them keep all the character sheets so that they could keep playing all their stuff, so I just don't have access to that name. So they all refer to her as just the Elven Empress.
That works. And sorry, what is the name of the chief warrior leader that spoke to me about that?
Tudak.
Thank you.
He is Tudak, the hunt leader. He is not the village elder, though.
Would we have made acquaintance with the village elder being here?
Yeah. His name is Yusuf.
Okay, thanks.
His name
So-
is Yusuf, and his brother's name is Useless.
God damn it.
Okay, so doing a nice nomadic-y, what time of day?
Right now it is about, we'll say, just at dusk.
Okay, Solanthus looks to the group. We're going to have to bed down for the evening if we're going to go into anything else against giant birds.
Probably a good idea.
Okay.
So are you guys going to camp here then?
If the villagers don't have an issue with it, yeah.
They do not.
And we can help provide guard during the evening if we have to.
If you decide to help with guard, you're paired with one of the hunting party. They all take assigned guard duties throughout the night.
I do this just so that I can get familiar with the way this nomadic tribe behaves for future.
I am gonna nest with the hatchlings.
It's a good idea to crowd with them to learn how they do their thing and stuff like that.
I'm also going to do the same to make sure I ingest some body warmth for them.
Alright, so Mom and Devil are sleeping together.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I guess.
Well, you're all nested together.
It's true.
In fact, the Yellow Devil's probably like in hog heaven with all the heat in that nest.
There is a happy lizard.
They wake up and Svadruk's just in the middle of all of them too.
The more the merry. Oh no. Praise Kalia.
Go fight it.
Your Shanta mother's proud of you.
Oy.
I never told you who your mother is. Anyways. So yeah. You guys sleep with them. Those of you are going on guard with them. The routine is pretty basic. They climb the tallest tree that is near the village and they keep guard from there. Most of them are archers. Some of them carry spears with ropes attached to them, though, similar to harpoons.
Okay.
Very few carry a weapon that can't be used at some sort of ranged distance, though they clearly favor not getting too close to the prey.
Yeah, well, I had my, talking to my shadow person, whoever that is on duty, like, yeah, your tactics are better than ours. Just ask the dwarf. Actually, you may not want to ask if he's kind of sore about the issue right now.
You have to plan when you do things like this. The birds way outnumber us, but we cannot let them defeat our souls or our purpose. One day, the Empire will rise again.
You speak of the Empire as if you knew it.
I'm afraid not, but my mother, before she became bird food, used to tell me stories.
Ah.
But no, I have only been alive about 14 years now.
Does he look bigger than an average 14-year-old?
Only a little bit. But he's clearly been battle hardened through this harsh life they've been living against these birds. As a matter of fact, he remarks how he's been a member for about 3 years now of the hunting squad.
So you contribute very quickly to the survival of your tribe.
Of course, and anyone who can't hunt has to learn a craft. But
Waste not, want not.
Correct, but hunting is the best way to gain prestige. One day I want to be the hunt leader.
I noticed the trophy that your hunt leader wore. Some type of giant eagle, it looked like, correct?
Ah, yes, the huge eagles. I've only seen one myself, and it took out half the hunting party. But before I came on, the hunt leader went on a hunt by himself after his daughter was taken by huge eagles. It's said that he killed 5 of them, but he only brought one's head back, the leader.
Did he save his daughter?
He did not, and he cannot recall much of the tale of what happened once he got there. He only kept saying, as he got back, justice has been served.
Yes. Pretty impressive story. It is unfortunate he did not save his daughter. He said he went by himself. Makes me wonder if he isn't capable of the rage of fighting.
It is said he's like a demon on the battlefield when he gets like that. I've always seen him cool and composed, though.
He is definitely a strong leader. And the rest of my watch goes without too much interest.
Alright. Is anyone else who takes watch doing anything? Kyle, no one can hear you if you're speaking.
Oh. I suppose I'll get up and take watch. And as I'm taking watch, I'm just going to grab a miscellaneous skull that's laying about and start carving into it.
Alright.
It's
Awesome.
like a deck.
What's heroes and generals, Kyle?
That is something I had open earlier, and that is a World War II shooter.
I see. But alright, so you're carving this skull. What are you carving it into?
Just kind of a artistic piece, honestly. Nothing practical. It's more so out of boredom.
Alright.
So I'm just kind of carving like some sweeping designs into it. Kind of like one of those done up Celtic skulls that you would see occasionally, like online or whatever.
Your shadow looks over at you. You should be careful, you know. You never know when a bird might attack.
I have better night vision than you, my friend. I'll notice. The night is long. I need something to keep my mind off of things.
Ah, I've heard of this affliction. We call it
Data?
yes.
Really?
You finally got it, didn't you?
What's that mean?
He's saying ADHD.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Laura.
Oh, let's give her a voice.
I mean, is it
What devil? Devil in need.
is it commonly associated with another thing? Ada
She.
or data, whatever.
Oi.
Do not worry, with much work, you can get past your dehada.
Uh-huh. His father puts down his knife and the skull that he is. Why stay in these lands?
It is where our forefathers stayed. We must keep them, otherwise the birds win.
The birds have seemingly already won. There is no marker of civilization other than this little tribe of yours.
There are other roaming tribes. We run into them sometimes.
Still, why hold on to a lost stream?
Why just give up fighting because it looks doubtful?
It's not so much a question of if you can win. It's more a question of what you stand to gain.
The dream's not lost as long as they hang on to it.
I was not aware you are on watch.
Oh, my bad.
No, if you're on watch, that's cool. Fuck it.
Oh no, I'm not having any part of watch. I'm just watching the two people with the baby birds get annoyed every 20 minutes to feed.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
God damn it.
Time to make the bird food.
Sure. All right. Father just shakes his head and continues carving at the sky, looking about the sky occasionally. Yes, if that is shorter.
Unfortunately, I can't cure that disease from you, bud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Uh,
I can take next watch. Since Tobald kind of annoyed me, I'm considering hiding some of his liquor. just to fuck with him.
Alright, are you?
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'll hide some of his liquor.
No.
I thought you were asleep.
No,
Third
I'm
watch, I would think you're sleeping.
I thought he was asleep. I probably won't do that if he's not asleep. I thought he was asleep. That's why I was going to do it.
You're gonna wait till.
Yeah.
You should put
Don't
chick
put
blood in there instead.
Tobald hollers out, "Don't forget to feed your birdie."
I'm sure they'll feed him.
Yes.
I just got off my shift, right?
Or as I like to refer to it, praying to Bubba.
All right. I go plop my ass across from them.
Welcome, friend. Have you come to join us in our devotion?
If it's to a spirit, yes. But I'll leave the devotions to Bubba for later.
One.
I have nothing to hold up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought he was just like holding it up like in praise or as a cheers. Okay. I take a swig for, or I take the bottle. I take a quick swig. Thank you. What the hell are they even doing out there anymore?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Kyle.
I said, what the hell are they even doing out there anymore?
And I'm enjoying the night and in praising Bubba.
I am gonna be doing my guard duty things for waiting for him to go to sleep.
Yes, I understand that. Yes, you're giving your praise. But are we not letting the trail go cold? It feels like we're not getting very much closer. I give it a smell. Tobacco? I don't recall ever trying this. Been more a fan of drink. Shadrach takes a hit. Nat 20. Wait, is this ceremonial herb? Yeah, okay, that answers that. It's not bad. Thank you. He hands it the pipe back.
Tobald takes a big hit.
Tobalt.
Yes.
Given the recent misadventures, what's your strength on things so far?
What's what?
What are your feelings about the current circumstances?
Well, I kind of agree with you. We probably should be moving on soon.
Under the table he goes.
That's incredible. Dude.
What is a dude?
I don't know, but I've heard other people say it. When they're deep in their devotions to Bob.
What is?
The dude, the dude abides.
Actually, I got a bed anyway. I can do a toe ball. I don't got to wait for him to go to sleep. I'm going to talk to Wings and if I can convince him to fly over toe ball and take a shit out.
Why?
Just to fuck with him. Toe ball
Wings
needs
is
to be
hard
taught a bit of
outdoor,
a
right?
lesson. Yeah, my big lizard eagle.
Kobolds could think the sky is falling now.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
That'll be craps on you.
I didn't roll a one, thankfully.
Drunk ass.
If I decide to try again, will I get disadvantage? Alright. Yeah, I'll try again with disadvantage. What the hell?
Oh shit! This time he does shit on you.
Yeah. God damn it. After the first hit, I jump out of the way. Son of a... Apparently, I misspoke.
Svadra gets up
I wave
out of
my
his seat.
hand. No, stop.
I
Also-
go.
Also, I will
Playing
point out.
backfire, Dad.
I will point out. You have to open your mouth to say stop.
Oh, god damn it!
That's why I'm moving around to avoid getting hit when I yell stop.
And going and going.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
What the fuck is this cat?
I gotta
shit?
figure out how to get him to fucking stop.
God. Okay. Can I see this happening at this point? Because I do have night vision. What the hell is going on?
Don't ask.
It's love at first shit.
I see that he's covered in the dookie, right?
I'm not covered. I'm trying to duck and dodge to keep from getting hit. I don't think I'm covered, but I probably got a few drops on me.
I cast Prestidigitation on.
Now, first, I gotta get the bird to stop shitting on me.
It's like
Or
a Super
just
Bowl
stop
commercial where the pigeons are trying to dive bomb the car.
Do I roll something to get the bird to stop shitting on me? Not gonna try that again.
Wait. Try that again. What were you trying to do, lad?
I just kind of smirk a little bit. Oh, nothing. God damn it.
I worry for you, Elf. Your pastimes have grown stranger.
Yeah. I don't believe a word coming out your mouth. I think you're full of shit. Oh, wait, no, you're just covered in shit.
Nah, they had a few spots, but thankfully it's hard to clean me off.
Look, I understand the survival utility of smearing yourself in shit. However, you are using the wrong species.
That wasn't what I was trying to do. I was trying to give the bird instructions, and I horribly misspoke.
To do what?
Not gonna say, but definitely wasn't the shit on me.
Svadrak cocks his head at you.
He's not saying anything. He's just remaining quiet.
Svadrak shakes his head and goes to sit back down where there's drinking and smoke.
Yeah, I go to a clean spot to sit. I apologize to the guard that I was paired with for causing a little chaos. Yeah, he used precipitation on me, so I should be clean. I think I got him to stop before he shit on me again after I got cleaned up. Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the nest. Okay. All the warmth.
I'm enjoying the exchange, but it is nice to be warm.
Clarification. You're actually enjoying the exchange? Is that actually what's happening?
I'm listening.
I want to know this now.
lady.
Is that actually happening? Because I don't think my character would be like, no.
What?
Me neither.
I think that he assumed that based on her response that you guys are having sex or something.
No, I was enjoying the exchange between Tobalt and.
Oh, okay. That's a bit more clarification.
Okay, sorry.
Different
Hopefully,
kind of
if we were
exchange,
doing the
because
wild thing, you would be aware.
I was hopeful too, but that was joked about earlier, and then we say back in the nest, and oh, I'm enjoying the exchange. Oh, really? Okay.
Things got weird. Why? That's just the ever-present question.
And so do I.
Alright. I'll get up and start going about my morning, stretching and probably grabbing some water and stuff like that.
As you're grabbing water.
I don't even get to try to dodge.
If she keeps with the trend, she'll roll 20.
Close.
but not good enough.
Almost.
So, crack!
Oh, come on.
You're too slow.
Just got up.
You should be fast when you wake up. You were in the dreaming.
I'll start coming and hitting you in the morning.
That is what we do every morning.
Doesn't mean I like it.
Today we're going to take our sparring to the next level. Make sure you bring your lance and shield.
Very well. Can I go about my morning now, or would you like to try to hit me somewhere?
Both. He swings again.
Oh, sad.
Crack. But this one's only a little pinch on the wrist. Well, pinch isn't the right word, but it's just like a smack, like a...
The none of the ruler.
Yeah, there we go.
Back in parochial school.
Just out of curiosity, do any of us hear this exchange going on?
No. Go ahead, Hunt.
I just said apparently.
Finish your breakfast. I'll be waiting.
Fine. I'll be there soon.
Hey, Parala. We got 2 new additions to the Wild Kingdom.
Salanthus comes walking up out of the tent.
Oh yeah? What'd you get?
So I motion over to the nest with Mom and Kyle. I'm sorry, and Devil nesting with 2 giant finch babies. Those 2 survived Torvald's wrath.
I see. What's the plan for them, though?
Well, they spit in their mouths, so they're imprinted.
What? That's like the first thing you go to.
Okay. I guess my concern here is I don't feel like we exactly have, we'll say, a lifestyle suited to rearing young.
Yeah, we got an interesting next couple of months. There was talk of you being the one to teach them how to fly.
Funny how you get volunteered for things if you step away for a day.
And you also don't know how to fly, so...
And also, wasn't planning on teaching any, babies anything.
Although, does the demoness have wings?
Yes. Big flaming ones. Mind you, you don't see her wings right now because she's changed into a human form.
Yep.
Svadruk gets out of his tent or whatever he's sleeping in, and he walks over to Parala and
So at this.
good morning.
Good morning. How's your morning going?
Lovely. My head hurts. I think I drank a little too much last night. Maybe this will deliver your master head in this pipe. Yeah, speaking of which, you seem in a dour mood.
Sometimes just wears on one to be, swatted at constantly as soon as you're up.
Oh, it's not too bad.
I don't see you volunteering for the training.
I wouldn't be opposed.
My
It's-
father used to wake me up by casting magic missile and telling me dodge.
Hey, it's like survival training. It's not. Svadrak chimes up. I did used to spar a lot with my father when I was younger, so I am not unfamiliar with the dynamic.
I'd be interested in training with you.
With me?
No, with I was speaking at Parala at that point.
Ah.
I think that you're just going to throw magic missiles at me, and that's not fair.
Yeah. I don't need magic missiles to flay you.
I'm not sure that you'd be allowed to join this training.
Well, if you need a partner, just let me know.
I am bored. Entertain me, elf.
Wow. Just wow.
I am asking him to fight with me.
Sure.
Interesting way to phrase it, though.
I mean, shit. He was just saying that he'd be willing to go train with someone, so it's like, why not?
Sure. Do you prefer daggers?
Anything short?
I'll leave that one alone.
Out of character minute. When you rescue a baby bird, like if the mom has pushed them out of the nest, I think all of us at one time or another brought one home. Depending on how successful you are, you don't have to stand outside and flap your arms to make a baby bird who grows into adulthood know how to fly. They instinctually will do so.
Yeah, you push them off a mountain, and they either fly or die.
No.
Well, you don't have to push them off a mountain. I mean, you can give them a little ledge that won't hurt them if they fall off, and they can either fly or that sort of stuff. But most of the time, it doesn't even need to be that. They just figure it out.
Yeah, it's instinct.
You release them into the wild, and they actually instinctually do what birds do.
Actually, I had a pair of cockatiels, and they didn't even need to be released into the wild. They just were like, "Oh, I want to get up there."
I had a robin that I fed when it was a baby, and that one survived. A few that I brought home didn't, but the robin did.
The few that she didn't operate on.
We're not talking about the.
Either way.
What I'm saying is, we don't have to have somebody teach these birds how to fly.
And what I'm saying is, you guys are going to have to teach these birds how to fly.
What?
So you can ride them off the mountain, and they either fly or you both die.
Or we could have saved some time and let Nick kill him yesterday.
Yeah.
Really need to let that go.
Well, anyway. I will go spar of Celantis. Perhaps once you meet with your master, we can observe. I take great pleasure in watching your bouts.
Both of you can roll in athletics against each other to see who wins the spar.
I'll watch them spar.
Apparently, I'm holding back.
So Svadrak indeed beats you.
Solanthus is surprised and takes note of whatever I just did wrong to allow that to happen. I had a prejudiced opinion about mages and weapons, and I apparently have misplaced that opinion.
You have seen me fight in melee combat frequently.
No, I'm busy fighting by myself. I don't really watch the rest of you.
Have you not wondered why I am constantly splayed in gore?
Well, I figured a lot of it was yours because I've healed you before. And the way that the dwarf splayed all over with the birds, it might have been part of him. Solanthus is smiling now when he says this.
Father
I'm
rolls his
snickering in the
eyes.
background here and there.
Regardless, I am most comfortable with a knife anyways. If we were to fight with a sword, you would most definitely have the advantage.
Cappy, your lizard eagle. It looks pretty dehydrated after last night.
Yeah, I'm just so I can get him some water. Hopefully I can find some water for him to drink.
I'm afraid we have a limited supply of water. If you want water, you're going to have to go to the gathering point.
Where is this gathering spot?
At the large lake. The problem is, many birds gather there as well. It's quite dangerous to get water.
No, I can't let my friend be dehydrated. I have to get him some water.
Are you within? Can I actually hear him? Or am I still duking it out with Solanthus?
What did you ask?
Can I hear? Jeez. Can I hear Adrian asking?
I'll say yeah.
I go walk over to him. You require water?
Yeah, my friend is a little dehydrated.
Do you have a barrel?
I didn't catch that. What about the barrel?
Okay. Sazrak stands over there and he begins to chant.
You know, he said he didn't say he had a barrel, right?
Oh, I thought he said he pulled out a barrel. Well, perhaps you can ask one of our kind guests if they would allow us one. It would help with refilling their own water supplies anyway.
I glance over at one of the locals. Do you have a barrel we can use to my friend can fill with water? I think what his plan is.
A gentleman speaks up. I'm a barrel maker.
Alright, you able to, I guess, make us a barrel?
Why, of course, I'm Rudy the barrel maker.
Hey, boo boo.
Ah, well, thank you then.
Rudy goes and gets one of his barrels.
Svodrek's gonna just root through his pack to pull out his canteen.
All right.
Does Rudy bring the barrel?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Thank you. Svodrek puts his canteen over the open barrel, and he drops a little bit of water into it while chanting. As the water hits the bottom of the barrel, it rapidly expands upwards, filling the barrel up to the top, about 10 gallons of water.
All right. What spell is this?
Create or destroy water.
Got it.
Tobot looks over at Svadruk. Can you do that with whiskey?
Clerics of Bubba can.
Bubba be praised.
As a matter of fact, add that to the lore, Torin. Clerics of Bubba, instead of getting destroy water or create water, get destroy alcohol or create alcohol.
Okay.
You getting tired, Torin?
No.
And anyways, there's water for your bird thing.
So instead of create water, they get that? Okay.
Svodrek takes the time to refill his canteen while Agent's spacing it. And then he goes to walk back to where Prala and her master are fighting to go watch.
Of course I did. It's an important part of the day.
Alright, you go as far.
Yeah. I wonder what this could be.
I'd give Wings water once we have some water to help with dehydration.
I mean, I think so. I'm really struggling today.
Indeed. So the first set of combat, you're battling with him. And every time you think you're going to get a good strike on him, he poofs away in a puff of smoke. And appears behind you and attacks. Sometimes when he hits you, smoke emanates from his fists. And his pipe, and it fills your lungs. It feels like you're choking constantly while battling him.
I need more practice, I would say.
Time for our next roll. This time you're getting a bit more of the pace of things. You managed to defend yourself well. Stick the lance into him.
Nice.
Much better. One more time. The fight is far more even this time, but your master clearly manages to get the better of you by the end.
At least it was even. Better than getting my ass whooped.
So you wanted to watch this, huh, Kyle?
Yep.
So as you're watching this, you're watching Parala's tactics of using her shield and spear and lance to defend herself. Her master, on the other hand, though, is vanishing in puffs of smoke, attacking from odd angles.
I am gleefully just taking in the scene.
After that, he offers you a hand to help you up, Parala.
I'll take it.
Now it is time for meditation again.
Okay. Hopefully it goes better.
Alright. So, you try to enter the meditative state. I need you to make a constitution check for me.
Ooh, wait, you should have some of this chicken first.
No.
It's not the chicken she needs.
Your meditation goes far better this time. You enter into the dragon's dreaming world and begin to perceive the magic all around you.
Oh man, I missed so much last time.
Do you take a look at yourself?
Sure.
So you look at yourself, you see your normal self, but then a kind of illusionary self extends much further from you. A much larger set of claws and arms.
Whoa. Well, this I could get used to.
You hear your master begin to speak to you. I can feel you in it now. You walk the line between the dream and the world. And you see the magic, don't you?
Yes, it's all much more clear this time.
Do you look at him?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have turned my face towards him, as we were, talking back and forth.
Alright, you see him as he is, but you also see him the same way you're seeing yourself, only as you're fully looking at him. He is the size of a not an old dragon, an adult dragon.
Do we all look different
It's
like this?
It all depends on how much power you hold over the magic in your blood. I must say, to be such an advanced dragon soul such as yours, are you sure you're dragonborn and not a half-dragon?
I mean, pretty sure. Thought I was sure. I guess I've never, really checked into it, but I don't know why that would have been hidden from me.
It may not have been hidden. You may indeed be a dragonborn. They say that dragonborn can master maybe one power. A few exceptional have managed to get up to 3, but none have ever achieved a dragon's mastery or a half-dragon's mastery. But with the immense power I see on you in this world, such mastery may not be beyond you if you can temper yourself to control it.
I know I can. I don't know if it'll be easy, but there's a lot of things worth achieving aren't.
Very well, then I will teach you the most basic of abilities. Depending on where you decide to shape yourself, your powers will shape along with it. But this is the most basic technique that all of us must learn in order to do this. Open up your lungs as if you're going to release your breath, but I want you to breathe in. To do this, I need you to make another Constitution check.
Okay. She won't talk back or anything. She'll just, try to follow his directions.
You begin breathing it in, and the energy, it's coming to you. You're starting to feel yourself absorbing the magic you feel all around you. But it begins to burn your lungs as well. You can't control it. It hurts. It hurts.
Ugh. Oh. How do you do this?
By having control. You lacked control, and thus the power began destroying your body. It's at this point you begin to cough and blood comes up.
I look for, I guess I should gain control soon.
And what kind of breath weapon do you have, Laura?
A lightning.
There is some electric spittle in it.
That's kind of cool, actually. Out of character, it's kind of cool, actually.
Ah, and damage to your breath sac as well.
Does that happen a lot?
It can. I've only heard of a few cases where people have damaged themselves beyond repair. Some get damaged so bad that they have to wait a few weeks before they can release another breath. And some have tried to release their breath against things after having it happen, only to completely destroy their lungs and their breath sacs.
So, go easy on the breath for a while.
Correct. Though, depending how you decide to shape your power, you may one day truly master that. He blows out his breath, and it comes out in the shape of a unicorn.
Nice.
Well, I really only meant, for now, as I work focus and control.
The unicorn goes gallivanting around for a moment before finally dissipating.
One day I'll be able to do stuff like that. Believe me, I'm not going to stop working on it until I do.
Very well, this is the end of training for today. Midday, though, after you have your lunch, I want you to take a moment and try to re-enter the dream.
Yeah, I'll, I'll give it a go.
And that's the end of their exchange. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'll probably get something to eat after getting money from my companion.
What are you doing, Kobold?
Having breakfast, watching them fight a little bit, drinking, doing a little praying to Bubba.
For breakfast, they actually have they empty out the oil from the pot and they fill it with water, and they start hard boiling giant eggs.
Lovely! I prefer mine over easy, but these seem a little over large for that. I'll have the hard boiled egg.
Alright.
After everyone's done, I wanted to just chat briefly with Prala. Is anyone else doing anything?
Leandra's busy feeding her bird and talking to him and encouraging him.
Birdie, 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 birdie everywhere.
And trying not to lose fingers feeding him.
That's why I have convenient scales.
And also, extra fingers in your bag of jerky.
Yeah, I don't
And
got to worry. Yeah, he probably does too. I don't got to worry about that. My bird isn't gonna bite me when I give him some food.
Also, I have no trouble doing it the right way.
Leandra's wearing gloves.
I don't need gloves. I just chew the food and go bleh.
So, Towald, they finish your egg. And they start adding another seasoning to the egg.
Oh, what's that?
Ground giant parakeet bone with some local mushrooms found around here.
That sounds tasty.
Oh yes, you should try it. He sprinkles some on your egg as you're taking the shell off.
Tobald eats it.
It tastes amazing.
Now, what else can you use it on?
We mainly use it as egg seasoning.
Right. Have you got... can I have a little bag of that?
The gentleman from yesterday looks up at you. Oh, you're looking to buy some of that.
Sure.
You know, you really want to say exactly.
Well then.
I know that pun was expected.
It was. But it was
Excellent.
Or was it just exasperating?
Someone should execute you.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm egging you on.
Fucking dad jokes for days. God damn it.
That's right. Anyways, he's willing to sell you a pouch of it for 10 gold.
Actually, in this case, isn't it mom jokes?
What's he selling?
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't think he's selling that.
They call it parakeet powder.
And Tobald buys it.
Does anyone else eat eggs?
Sure.
Sounds
Leander
good to me.
climbs out of the nest and goes to have some breakfast as well to sustain her strength.
Yeah, I don't leave the nest if she's out, but I'll have some later.
Alright, Devil, if you want to learn about the seasoning, let me know.
I'll want to learn about the seasoning.
And then make the survival for me.
Survive. As I recall,
Actually,
it's
do you have-
advantage.
Do you have proficiency tools, cooking?
Cooking, yes.
Then actually you can roll that for me.
Would end up being the same roll, actually, I think.
Probably.
I'll just roll survival because I don't have a tool set up. But I mean, it's wisdom plus proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You indeed learn this recipe as well.
Lovely.
Anyone who eats the eggs for the rest of the day is resistant to sonic damage.
Wait, what
We
the
lost
fuck?
the Constitution thing, though, right? Since it's a new
Well,
day.
I guess thunderous damage would be what it is. And yes,
Right.
you lost the Constitution.
Okay.
But if you ate the eggs, you have resistance to thunder damage.
Nice.
Well then. Yeah, go ahead and have your chat.
So, as you're walking away from the field where you're I wave at you.
She gives a small smile of acknowledgement and makes her way over.
You appear to be getting better at close quarters combat.
Not as good as I want to be, but I don't know. It is coming together some.
How is the training going overall, though? I noticed that you were coughing up blood earlier. What happened?
I mean, I had a bit of a breakthrough, I guess I would say today, and got farther than I have before, but in I guess pushing myself while there, I wasn't as prepared as I probably should have been, or maybe too, I don't know, not quite overwhelmed, but enamored with everything around that I just didn't focus and control the way that I needed to. And so, it's like if you exercise too hard and you're not careful with your form, and pull a muscle or hurt something, kind of that idea.
I know you are a fighter, but considering you are gaining more familiarity with the arcane, you need to start thinking like a practitioner of the arcane. There are ways to help maintain your form and your balance as you are focusing on something. I know that your master is going through meditation. I myself do not use such practices, but I am aware of breathing patterns as well as other types of things that you could use to help yourself focus while in the midst of combat.
That could be that could be interesting, and seems like it'd help round out my skill set.
And if you ever have the time, I'd be more than willing to do some side studying or sparring with you. I wouldn't want to press you right now, considering that you don't seem particularly well.
Yeah, normally I would push forward and try to get in everything I can, but I don't want to cause any permanent damage and possibly affect my future potential. So eager as I am to keep improving and to not have to go through that again, coughing up blood and that kind of fun. I think taking a step back is probably a wise idea for right now.
Sodric gives you a light smile and nods. He also pulls out a skull that he was working on that has like a very detailed engravings. Then he hands it. I didn't have the opportunity to give you anything for the holiday, and I figured as a close friend I could at least give you some handiwork. A little trophy. You notice that it looks like one of the skulls of one of the birds that you slew earlier.
Oh, thank you. I feel bad I have nothing for you.
I need not. I appreciate your company. And watching you be beaten about the field is also entertaining as well.
Oh, ha ha ha. Yeah. So funny.
It is.
I was about to say that I have really come to appreciate this little group, but then, sometimes I remember better.
Keeping you on your toes. Anyway, I do believe that they're making some eggs. I'm not sure if you're still hungry, but they might have some left over.
It might be good. Kind of feeling I got my ass whooped a little bit today, so eating a little bit more probably um I don't know, probably help with the recovery.
He just nods and he starts walking towards the camp with you.
Did you end up doing any sparring yourself? How did it go?
Yes, Solanthus was quite taken aback with my skill with the blade. Lucky for him, I held back on using any of my usual tools. He did not fare as well as he thought. Svadrex has a confident stride as he's saying this.
Good job. I wasn't sure how that one was gonna go. It's interesting to hear about it. I may have to try to catch you guys sparring at some point.
Well, if you want to really spar, I wouldn't mind coming at you with my full repertoire. But I would say you would have to be ready to steel yourself.
She kind of claps him on the shoulder, not hard or anything,
Yeah, I know.
friendly. Um, don't get too cocky. One win doesn't make a record.
I don't know. I feel like I've been on a roll lately.
I mean, roles always come to an end at some point.
You got to enjoy while it's good, though, don't you?
You have to enjoy it, but not get too comfortable in it. There's always someone bigger and stronger out there.
Prala, in the short time that we have known each other, I feel that you would at least understand that I take no easy comforts.
Yeah, that's true. But I still think it bears repeating at times. It's good to hear it. Remind you. Keep you on your toes.
Fair. Anyway, I have not eaten yet because I felt it's more important to stretch my legs, so if you are not having any eggs, I am.
No, I said that I thought it would be useful in recovery from what even though I ate, a little bit beforehand, I think it'd be useful for feeling a little bit better right now, so I'll join you.
Sounds good. And I guess that's it, right?
Indeed. Well then, this is probably a good place to call. We are the Storyspeakers Guild, bringing you roleplay entertainment. We hope you enjoyed what you watched tonight. Please catch us on Thursday for Umbra Stalkers. And of course, next Saturday for more casual Saturday D&D. Also, if you want to catch up on our adventures, our YouTube is finally up to date. Well, will be after I add this video.
Have a good week.
Indeed.
Yep. Have a good week, fellas.
Great night, all.
And ladies.
Yeah,
Hey.
man, ladies.
Have a safe and great week, everyone.